Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. Welcome back to Card of the Year readings. This has been really good this year. I'm really glad to be doing this live. It's just helped me to keep the momentum going, and I'm doing it a little differently also with the way that I'm choosing cards. So I'm shuffling between every one. So just take me a couple of minutes to get set up for the moon reading. The theme of this reading is those of you with the 18th card is your card for 2021. And so there is a correlation, of course, to the Hermit as well too. And the moon is the card for the astrological sign of Pisces. So if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, that's why this reading will resonate with you. You know, this is also an important, for those of you that work with lunar energy, this archetype is an important one to, it's a very healing archetype, and to really invite lunar energy into your month, your day, can be very, very healing. And we have this really absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous card here. The tarot deck that I'm using is the Bone Stone. And I will be reading from Earth Flesh for some of them, which is the guidebook. And I have divided the suits I have divided the deck into suits. And so you'll be getting one card from each suit, as well as an oracle card to support that. Yeah. So this is, this is all about the water, but it's also about balancing the fire and the water. Being in a moon year can be overwhelming, emotionally overwhelming, almost feeling as if, hello, Sunny. Thank you, Sunny. Thank you for your coffee yesterday, and thank you for that beautiful card this morning. I really appreciate it. It was a lovely, lovely thing to see when I opened my computer. Very special. So yeah, so a moon year can be overwhelming, very much overwhelming, and you want to be mindful. Like in a moon year, I would be lighting a lot of candles. I would be making candles. I'd be perhaps choosing a physical practice, a daily physical practice that really moved your body so that you felt the fire in the body. It may be also a year where you want to add more spice to your food. I know there's certain times of year where you don't want to add too much spice, like in the summer. But what I'm saying is, with the overarching energy of the moon, it can be a lot. You don't want to feel like you're drowning in this energy. Yeah. Balance is important for every single card, but in slightly different ways. And so if we think to the, if we just recognize that this is a very watery card, then that can help. So let's go to the fire and to the supporting card of fire. Wow, this card has really been making a big show. There's been a few cards that have come up a lot, and I haven't read from the guidebook for this one, so I'm going to go to Avalon's Wisdom here as we look at the Ace of Fire and the Ouroboros. I just need to figure out where the element of fire is in this book. I thought it was. It's not first. Okay, it's not first. Fire, cups. Bear with me, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm in wands now. We're good. I'm so comfortable with the suit of wands. I hardly ever go to a guidebook for the suit of wands. Okay. It's a nice binding, so I can actually bend this spine. I know that makes some people cringe, but sometimes you have to do that. So she calls this the sacred serpent. It represents life force and the divine creation of the universe, all rolled into one scaly, sentient being. It is fire, fire as old as the dragons who breathed volcanic molten fire at the point of creation of the universe. The serpent is a symbol of the wild and unbridled side of nature. Creation and destruction all rolled into one. The sacred serpent is considered the totem of the magician. Fire is not constant. It must be invoked in one form or another. So that's why I was saying I really feel that fire needs to be invoked for not only sanity, but for balance this year with moon energy being so strong. It takes the magician to invoke the flame of creation. The dream of the serpent means your path is beginning to unravel. You will need to play the part of the grand creator. To see the symbol of the serpent in the form of the Ouroboros is to know that your path to completion lies in your first steps of creation. She goes on to talk about this representing access to spiritual power. And you can tell from the expression, the body language of the woman in the moon card, how deeply connected she is to spiritual energy. And it's almost as if that Ouroboros is perfectly balancing the full moon in the moon card, you know, so it feels like, okay, you're fully aware of everything that I'm saying. Hi, welcome back, Deborah. Yes, very Kundalini. Okay, so your fantastic being for 2021. You know, I love shuffling these cards. I really, really like the watercolor paper. It's just of such high quality. I'll switch the screen. I'll make the cards bigger in just 1 second. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so your magical being is the Moai. Let me go to this one. This one. And then we'll switch. We'll flip. There we go. The Moai. So this is element of ether. The keyword is voyage. Like the pyramids of Egypt, the stone circles across Great Britain, the Rose City in Jordan, the citadel at Machu Picchu, it is anyone's guess how the Moai of Rapa Nui were quarried, moved, and placed. Although these creations cannot be explained, they have captivated our imaginations and have claimed a sacred space within our collective history. They represent dedication, the passage of time, the great voyage spanning millions of years. As you bravely journey on, embrace the mana of the Moai and the spirit of the others. So very, sacred symbols going on here. Let's go into the waters. This is the night. I said, let's go into the waters, and we're led by this night. I've really been enjoying night energy and looking at night energy from a new perspective. In the Facebook group that I recently created, I'm doing a weekly reading in the group, and I love the green on her lips. We have had, for the first 3 weeks, a night has been leading the reading every single week. And I really feel like the nights are, they lead the way. It's like if we were going off trail, this is the person at the front of the trail with the scythe who's clearing the way. Yeah, maybe not the scythe. Where I live, they carry chainsaws to do the trails, but I prefer the image of the scythe to the chainsaw. Symbiosis, which really kind of, that's beautiful. Okay. I'm feeling like the fire and water is really well balanced, and the amount of light in this full moon. What is in your mind? We have another ace. Wow. I think you've got this, this year. I really do. Heart of fire. Normally I would, because I was talking, kind of a cautionary tale of the year of the moon, but it feels like it's okay. Like these are really good cards that are coming up here. They're good cards to support the journey. And because there's two aces, we also have a page here. This is the Page of Pentacles here. I want to say that taking your spiritual practice in a new direction might be what's being called for. And as this wolf is howling here, it feels does it feel shamanic to you? It feels like fire ceremony. It feels like, and I love that this is the wolf is howling, and here we have this Ace of Swords. It feels like, and the way her body position is, like everybody's fully present here. So this is about, and when I'm looking at the Ouroboros too, it's like, I know that this is moving into the mouth, but I see almost something coming from the mouth. Maybe you're going to start a vlog, or you'll have an opportunity to, like, I would go big, like TED Talk big, to share your experience journeying through the moon. Like, this is, I would run with this. Like, this is your invitation into something quite significant, I feel. To really, really own this year, this moon year, and to allow perhaps this goddess energy. Maybe you're working with a particular goddess, but there's something that needs to be shared. And so let that come out. There's too much number one energy here, beginning energy, new beginning energy, to not consider a creation of something. We have comfrey again. Okay, so I don't know if it was the last two readings ago, I kind of shared my personal association with comfrey, but I think for this one, I'm going to go to the book. Comfrey is immensely healing. It can be used in salves and teas, and it's a really big leaf that you can just wrap on the skin when the skin is irritated. I'm going to go here for the oracular message. So surrender, oh no, that's reversed. Structure, ancestral foundations, fusion. This card shows comfrey growing beside a woodland stream. The alder trees on the opposite bank are starting to lose their leaves. And beside the delicate Solomon seal that leans toward the water, we see the bones of a hare over here. Such is the power of comfrey that it can act both upon the surface and deep within the body. This is what I was saying. It soothes and heals the skin, but also succeeds in reaching the skeletons to ease aching joints and to help fuse broken bones. So this is the plant medicine that will help you understand whatever this aspect of this journey is that needs to come up for you. If you've chosen this card, it may mean that you need to attend to both the outward manifestation of an issue and the deep structure or an underlying cause. Bones and skeletons symbolize the basis and foundation of things, and they represent our link to ancestors too. It may be that the issue you are dealing with is ancestral in origin, and that you need to research your family history, or perhaps take the skeleton out of the closet to heal an old wound and then rebury the bones, not in the closet, but with proper ceremony in the ground outside. So one of the things I didn't mention with this moon card was, when we're dealing with the moon, we're dealing with our stuff. And we need to be mindful that when we're sharing and teaching, and I was talking about TED Talks and a vlog and so forth, that we're not projecting, that we have emotionally processed the experience that we have gone through. So the test of this is if you're able to tell your most painful story and the emotion doesn't start to come up. So if the emotion starts to arise in the chest, the throat, the eyes, the tears, then there's still quite a bit of work to do. And there's different stages to this, but there is a connection with you sharing this ancient family, perhaps karma, and you being this young at heart, kind of a newbie in exploring this area, and being ready to share it. So yeah, I just want to be clear about, you need to decide whether you are in the process yourself or whether you're ready to guide others with this process. And that's going to be a personal decision. I'm not sure which way this will go for you. So let me know. I'm always curious a few months down the road how these readings resonate with you. The symbiosis card over there feels, it's a deep, deep connection. The Knight of Water is wanting you to go deeper and deeper into the waters, into the unconscious, because that's where what you need to draw out lives, and that can be accessed in dreams. That can be accessed when the frequency of the universe is in high frequency, during eclipses, during full moons, and so forth. So there's a lot of energetics that I would note on my calendar as well too, to help you with all of this year. So I hope that makes sense and is of some support for you as you navigate through your 2021. Yeah. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that, and I will see you shortly for the sun reading. Namaste. Thanks for being here.